Hello, I'm Stefan and this is my 1991 Fender Strat. Let's talk about pickups and everything I needed to learn to go from this to that. In another video called The Guitar Shop from Hell, I shared how a professional repair attempt for this thing turned into an absolute nightmare. If you didn't see that, check it out, but now I want to pick up where the other video left off. I got my guitar back from this shop in perfect non-working order with a note that said 2 of my active Seymour Duncan pickups were toast. While there wasn't much left to break, I opened the thing up. Now, unfortunately, I don't know anything about electronics, but I got all the help I needed from 2 super helpful forums, from Gearspace and also from the company forum at Seymour Duncan. There's a link to these discussions in the video description in case you have a similar project like this. With the forum help, I discovered that it wasn't even true that I had 2 broken pickups. That bloody Guitar Shop from Hell didn't even get that much right, because as it turned out, only 1 was broken, and a user at Gearspace suggested, why don't you wire your 2 good pickups in a Telecaster style, modified for a 5-way Strat switch. I actually started on this project. Let me show you my work in progress. I like the pragmatic approach, but to complete this project I still needed a few more parts to get the 5-way switch operation, and yes, I could also put my broken pickup as a dummy in the middle, and maybe nobody would ever know that this isn't even a normal Strat, but hey, I know, and I want 3 working pickups in my guitar. So after a lot of research I ended up getting the Vintage Noiseless set from Fender. Installing these pickups took me a little less than 3 hours. If you are facile with this sort of thing, I'm sure you can do it much faster. But let me tell you a little more about my decision for these particular pickups. Actually, I cannot think of a better sounding Strat than this one with the Seymour Duncans. And of course you may say, well, why didn't you just replace that broken one? That is because there actually is something I do not like about these pickups. The simple fact that they are active, which means they require 2 9-volt batteries. That is no problem if your guitar was designed for active pickups, because then it will have a service cover like I have on some of my other guitars. So you just pop open the cover, swap out the battery, and you're good to go. But not on a Strat. They are built for passive pickups. There is no service cover, and to change the batteries you basically have to take the whole thing apart. You have to take the strings off, then you have to take the entire pickguard off, and then you find that there's basically no room for these batteries, and I sure as hell am not going to take my router and make more room. I mean, I might do this on a DIY project, but certainly not on a US Fender. That would be crazy. So my first decision was that my new set of pickups would be passive. But as soon as you make that decision, you have to make another one. Do you want regular single coil or noiseless? I'm sure you have come across these almost religious fundamentalist debates between the purist single coil group and the noiseless pragmatics. To me that is a moot point. It's just like arguing about Windows versus Mac computers. These debates never get anywhere. In the end, it's about what works for you. If I was playing only with a clean sound on my Strat, I would get single coil pickups, but I'm not. I play with dirt half the time, and I mean dirt from my tone. I don't want hum and buzz induced into my pickups from adding gain. So my second decision was to get noiseless pickups. I narrowed the choice down to passive and noiseless, but the unfortunate reality of aftermarket pickups is that most likely you will end up buying a pig in a poke, because you can't just walk into a music store and test all these pickups. The closest I got was a custom shop Strat with a set of Gen 4 noiseless pickups. That thing cost north of $5,000, and obviously I assumed that this would be the holy grail. Which brings me back to my point about the pickup debate. If you have Gen 4 noiseless pickups and you love them, that is awesome. That is exactly where you want to be, and perhaps you might have even recommended them to me. But I have never had such an underwhelming experience playing a Strat. Honestly, these things didn't do anything for me except rule out Gen 4 and Gen 3 along with it, which are a little similar. So eventually I took the plunge and I got the Vintage Noiseless set. So I'm just about done here with the installation, and now it's time to check them out. Verdict. Do I think they sound like single coil pickups? Of course not, because they really are humbuckers dressed up as single coils, right? That said, they sound single coilish enough to me. I don't really have too many complaints about that. I do have some other complaints, however. To begin with, for some reason I don't enjoy playing this guitar as much anymore as I used to. The Seymour Duncan pickups put out this incredibly clear and direct sound that you could almost touch. Now it's as if somebody put a blanket over my guitar. I feel removed from the sound, and frankly, anything that makes me enjoy my guitar less, I will take off marks for that. And also, I don't know if you picked up on this. In fact, I hope you did not. In fact, I hope it kind of gets lost in the mix. But there's something weird about the high E string. It has lost its usual Strat-like attack. Here's how each string sounds. Listen for yourself. There's something incredibly generic and uninspiring about that sound. It only happens in the single pickup switch positions 1, 3, and 5, or bridge, middle, and neck. The in-between, the phasey positions 2 and 4, are perfectly okay. Of course, immediately I thought I must have a wiring problem. I took it apart again, I double-checked, I triple-checked, I couldn't find a wiring problem. That is not to say I don't have one, but if I do, wouldn't that affect the entire pickup and not just one string? Now here's my call to action. If you have a set of pickups like these and you've had the same issue or know what might be causing it, please let me know in the comments. Would I buy these pickups again? Well, Probably yes, unless I have a chance to actually try another set myself. Buying another pig in a poke, I might end up with something I like even less than the 7 out of 10 I would give these pickups, and that would be terrible. I hope this video helped you a little bit with your own Strat journey. Leave a comment with your thoughts. Thanks for watching.